In 2018, we saw some major blockbuster films that hit the big screen, including A Quiet Place 1, Black Panther, Fallout, and Avengers: Infinity Wars. But another movie that hit theaters in 2018 that is still one of the best, most action-packed films of that year and even now is Robin Hood. This film is filled with some of the best archery and action scenes I've seen in a long time. Although many critics gave it a low rating, it had edge-of-your-seat action, a great storyline, great acting, and changed the narrative of the Robin Hood story that was a great fit for modern times. This ambitious reimagining was directed by Otto Bathurst, primarily known for his television work on shows like Peaky Blinders and Black Mirror. The screenplay came from Ben Chandler and David James Kelly, who attempted to inject contemporary themes and action sequences into the classic medieval tale. Their vision was to create a gritty, modern interpretation that would appeal to younger audiences while maintaining the core elements that make Robin Hood timeless. The film starred Taron Egerton as Robin of Locksley, fresh off his success in the Kingsman franchise. Jamie Foxx took on the role of John, reimagined as Robin's mentor figure rather than the traditional Little John character. Eve Hewson played Marian, while Ben Mendelsohn portrayed the Sheriff of Nottingham with his trademark menacing charm. The cast also included Jamie Dornan as Will Scarlet and Tim Minchin as Friar Tuck, with F. Murray Abraham appearing as the Cardinal. The story begins with Robin living as a wealthy lord in Nottingham, enjoying a passionate romance with Marian. However, his comfortable life gets shattered when he receives a draft notice for the Crusades. This modern twist immediately signals that the filmmakers wanted to draw parallels between medieval warfare and contemporary military conflicts. During a brutal battle sequence in Arabia, Robin witnesses the execution of a young boy, which traumatizes him and plants the seeds of his eventual rebellion against authority. After returning from war, Robin discovers that the Sheriff of Nottingham has seized his lands and declared him dead. Even more devastating, Marian has moved on and is now involved with Will Scarlet, who leads a resistance movement against the sheriff's oppressive taxation. The sheriff, working in conjunction with the corrupt cardinal, has been bleeding the people dry to fund another crusade, creating widespread poverty and desperation throughout Nottingham. Here's where the film takes an interesting turn. Instead of immediately revealing his identity, Robin decides to work undercover. By day, he plays the role of the compliant returned lord, attending the sheriff's lavish parties and pretending to support the regime. By night, he transforms into the hooded vigilante, stealing from tax convoys and redistributing wealth to the oppressed citizens. This dual identity creates the film's central tension and allows for some genuinely compelling character development. John becomes Robin's trainer and partner in crime, teaching him advanced archery techniques and combat skills. Their relationship forms the emotional core of the story, with John serving as both mentor and moral compass. The training sequences, while criticized for their over-the-top nature, showcase impressive stunt work and choreography that feels more like modern warfare than medieval combat. As Robin's nighttime activities escalate, he begins targeting larger convoys and more significant operations. The sheriff grows increasingly paranoid about this mysterious thief, implementing harsh crackdowns that only fuel more resentment among the people. Meanwhile, Robin struggles with maintaining his double life, especially as Marian begins to suspect his true identity. The political intrigue intensifies when Robin discovers the true scope of the conspiracy. The cardinal and sheriff aren't just funding another crusade. They're planning to eliminate the current power structure and install themselves as the ultimate authority. This revelation forces Robin to accelerate his timeline and make increasingly dangerous moves. The climax builds toward a massive confrontation during a public execution. The sheriff has captured several resistance members, including some of Robin's closest allies, and plans to make examples of them. Robin must choose between maintaining his cover and saving innocent lives, ultimately deciding to reveal himself in spectacular fashion. The final act delivers exactly what audiences expect from a Robin Hood story: large-scale action sequences, dramatic revelations, and the triumph of justice over oppression. Robin's true identity becomes public knowledge, galvanizing the citizens of Nottingham to rise up against their oppressors. The sheriff and cardinal's schemes unravel in spectacular fashion, leading to their downfall and the restoration of rightful order. However, the ending carries a bittersweet tone. While Robin succeeds in liberating Nottingham, the victory comes at significant personal cost. His relationship with Marian remains complicated, and the experience has fundamentally changed him. Here, this Robin Hood adaptation deserves recognition for attempting something genuinely different with familiar material. The contemporary parallels, while heavy-handed, raise relevant questions about wealth inequality and political corruption. The action sequences, though criticized for being unrealistic, showcase impressive technical craftsmanship and innovative choreography. Ultimately, 2018's Robin Hood stands as a fascinating example of ambitious filmmaking that didn't quite connect with audiences, proving that sometimes even the most legendary stories need more than star power and spectacular action to succeed at the box office. Jamie Foxx, Taron Egerton, and Ben Mendelsohn all did amazing jobs in this film. I love the plot, and this one is on my top 10 list. There are many versions of Robin Hood, but I like this one for the action, the amazing plot, scenery, direction, and the collaborations. I truly hope you check this one out and enjoy it. Please tell me in the comments how you liked it, or if you'll give it a look, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next movie.